Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hawkeyes offense will go to work first. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. Quick handoff. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Finds the tight end. Just keeps picking up the tough yards and gets him down to the 26. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the Big House. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Finds his man. It's Anderson. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Field goal is good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for the squad.
So Michigan's offense will get the ball for the first time. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense to do.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were...
Snags it up the 30 and still running. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Just a short pass to the tight end. Jumped on top of the pile. They'll run this play from the pistol. Handoff to the lone back. Gets his way for more. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Wolverines had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Michigan.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Punts it out of the air. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. The Hawkeyes can really attack on this second and short. It's caught. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake. No way to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one, and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? And the Hawkeyes will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Fires to the big fella.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. He did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave us...
There he goes. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Fires downfield. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And the Wolverines send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Final play of the quarter coming. Complete to start this drive. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
Snagged in the middle. It's Howard. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. The Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. He's got great speed. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. From the gun, the running back has it. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal He's going to fire deep. He makes the catch, but the official's right on top of it, signaling out of bounds.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, and if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
With the catch, it's Stewart. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Picks up the first down, still moving. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Wolverines are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. On the ground, it's Haynes. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. The Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And the Wolverines get enough to move the chains.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Wolverine! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside. And he pumps it up inside the 20. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. So here comes the Michigan offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. This offense has it with really good field position. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Grabbed behind the line. It's Priestcorn. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He's got him still on his feet. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. A first down run in the red zone. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Power football with the run. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
That's caught. It's Anderson. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And it's another 1st and 10 play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Under fire. He's got an open man. At the 35, he's got room. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After losing yardage on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 10. Here comes the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Hey, how about this young fella? He's slinging the pill, man. His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. The distance is no problem, but this angle from the left can test you. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. It's our forced to settle for the field goal.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Dropping back, it's Underwood. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Lets it fly. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. Bringing it back. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Great catch along the sidelines, but the object is to go forward.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Moves away as he feels pressure. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Time to take a shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Trying to escape and get it himself. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Wolverines headed quickly to the line. Running back searching for a hole. Nice move to keep running. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the air on 1st down. Pressure coming. The sure hands, it's Messer. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And in the final seconds of the 1st half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, 1 half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that 2nd half in Ann Arbor. And talk about a 1st half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the 2nd half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the Wolverines are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense. It's a fake. He's going to throw it. And the pass is incomplete, and the fake punt is a wash. Well, they got the throw off, but not much else good happened for them after that one, and they'll turn it over on downs. Give to the running back. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Handoff from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And they'll kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really depend on.
They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And how about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
Back to throw, it's Underwood. Working that left side now. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Might be calling a hot route. Under fire. This time on target. Turning it on. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to sling it on second down. Oh, they're after him. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
That is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, the lead's still at 15. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Trying to beat them to the edge with the jet sweep.
Well, there's a lot of ways to skin the cat in a running game, you know? It doesn't have to just be runs up the middle on short yardage situations. How about going jet sweep and with the receiver's speed just enough to get outside and get that first down?
Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find a tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They want to throw it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Defense in press coverage. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. On the move. It's Daly. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play. Able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Now the play fake. Rush is on him. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it's right down the boulevard. They're hanging around here. Leads down to 12.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And this just hasn't been his day, man. He's already thrown some interceptions and leaving the ball short, like just not getting to his receiver. He's got to do something to change the mojo up because right now he's not playing well. And at this rate, he might be going to the pine.
Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. We open the final period with a 3rd down play. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. After that last fake, I think we know why he's a punter. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And if If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Wants to throw on first down. Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitz.
Breaks into the open. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ballgame, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. On the run, it's Haynes. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
You know, every running back thinks about the 100-yard barrier every time they take the field. And this guy, I know he's got it in his mind. He might be the only one in the stadium right now that knows he's got 97 yards rushing here in the fourth quarter. You know he is begging his coach just for one more carry to get that mark.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, coach, you know, and then the second one, you know, usually he takes me out of the game.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. Forward. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverine. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the fourth.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes...
Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking to throw on first down. He unleashes a long one. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. The Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa! These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. And that chemistry equals big plays.
So here comes the Michigan offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. On the run, fires downfield. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Wake Forest is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Duke. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And the Hawkeyes moving quickly to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down,
pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Second down, he'll throw it. Throwing right. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Runs through the tackle. There he goes. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Howard. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Going to take a shot on second and short. Grab near the marker is Anderson. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. The snap sets up to throw. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
All right, big touchdown makes it a 9-point game. You got to kick the extra point right now, and then you've got to find a way somehow, some way to get the football back. You're going to have to score again and go for 2. A lot has to go right, but at least you get that touchdown to give yourself an opportunity.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
And the Wolverines, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football, had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, Offense back on the field, trailing in the fourth quarter. Time to go win it.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Anderson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Finds his man. It's Anderson. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got it down the middle. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Third down play from the gun. There's the pressure. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Gotta have it here on fourth down. He's got it. First down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can.
No gain on the play.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.